Hello winners and welcome to this weekly forecast, or live trading actually. Live Forex trading for dollar, for gold, for US oil, for euro, for pound, for yen, for whatever you want to do. So this week I really want us to, this is Monday, really want us to go fast through some pairs, having some lovely interaction with you guys. So yeah, I think that you can really benefit from this. So if you're here, please make yourself noted, and that you are right. This heavy lag today. Okay, interesting. Then let's do something about that. Let's quit Discord, quit Skype, quit you. Apart from that, I think we're all good. We have Stan coming into his live today. Well, hello. It's a long time no see, everyone. So yeah. Anyways, trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever money you have invested today can be gone tomorrow. So be clever about your stop loss and where you put your stop loss, and don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. Don't risk your pension. Don't risk your school fees. Only use money you can set aside and lose. So I would say, all right, cool. Then this webinar does not contain investment advice. It's only for educational purposes. I think that's cool too. All right. So we have coffee in the building. Is there no sound on me today? Is that true? Wait a minute. Okay. Like I don't have sound. Is that true? Or is it just me that doesn't have a phone that works? Oh yeah, true. Everyone forgot. Anyways. Okay, good. We're all good to go then. So let's, I think, go. So we have pound dollar first. All right. Just want to give you a small update. I have an entry in here. I think I have one entry in here, and I think I also have an entry down here in 13 something. So when did it go crashing down? I don't know. Do I have an entry here? Anyways, so down here anyways, let's go to gold. Okay, so what do you want to see then, Mike? So first of all, you see, okay, we are elevated. Okay, that's cool. So I just want to go by market structure here, okay? So where are we? What are we doing? What do we want to see? Then we say, okay, we're already up here. We didn't even go down there. All right, that's what kind of the plan was. We already started up here. That makes me like, hi, Louis. Well, today Louis is the first one ever to become member of, is ever in history to become a member of this channel. So congratulations to him. He's the first one to pay for my membership on YouTube. So for those who goes to membership, those can either one, get access to my exclusive live Forex forecast on every Sunday. Also, if you pay a little bit more, you become the top commenter on this channel. So I will always tend to your comments if so. So if you're commenting a lot, once your comment to be going through the crowd, then it's that for you. Anything else after that, you can pay every day, every time, by going in to be a sub sticker every day, so every time. So no matter what, That's your way of showing appreciation through funds. The other one is through words and likes and comments and shares. And also seeing the whole video. But also, yeah, apart from that. Any forecast update on cat Swissy? We can do that too. Thanks for having me. You're the king today. You know, you're on top of the hierarchy. All right. Anyways, let's continue. So for pound, is this too far to gone? I would also still want to see what happens tomorrow morning. Where are we, London Open? Okay, so how do we do that then, mate? Well, let's go to daily and see how that goes, okay? So currently, we are up here. But if I'm a daily trader, and if I'm a day trader, I would say, okay, fine. I can take it then down to 28.50 and then back up. And then today, I said coming down here, it would have been a good idea, but it didn't happen. So for me, it's fast. Sorry. Okay, what I just talked about with Illuminati in this channel. Illuminati, I told him that monthly trades. How does monthly look like? Monthly trades is the more important than weekly, then daily. So number 1, number 2, number 3. So when you have a monthly trade plan, that can go from 1 to 3 months. So when you have a monthly trade plan, if you enter down here, give or take, I'm not just saying that you did, you can then, without trading every day, get the benefit of always being with the market when it's still rising, when it's still in the trend. Then you have every week, you have, okay, entry. That's okay. Yeah. Then you have one weekly entry, and then you have every day, right? Buy, but nothing here. So that would take to stop loss. That's not stop loss. So two wins and 1 loss in this area. Okay, fine, good. But you already have 1 larger monthly trade and maybe 2 weekly trades. So even though you had daily, you had more profits on this side because those are holding longer, right? So have that in consideration, that you also just don't day trade all the time. Even though, yeah. OGFX Academy says, how can we join Lewis for the new ones? Let me do something here. I think, well, let me check if I can do that on my channel here. It says here, at least in Norwegian, it says when I clicked the button down here, well, that's the wrong button, not the smiley button, sorry, not the smile button, but the other button. And then the become member is down here. Well, doesn't focus, well, does it? Down here, become member in Norwegian. So you won't understand it anyways, but that's how you can. And then if not, you go to my YouTube channel after this and you click join, or underneath this YouTube video with your computer after it's done. Yeah, it says here even become member. Can't even zoom, but that's where it says become member. All right, good. So yeah, okay, for pound dollar, I say it's gone. I also want you to have a large time view, that you also have other trades with you going in, not only day trades. So the weekly trade just went, daily trade went, so there is nothing for me to do other than to tell you that tomorrow look for a pullback up to 29.50. Okay, cool. Cool, okay, good. Then we can go to pound Swissy. What's the next one? We haven't done pound Swissy in a long time. Sab have always requested that. So I think I said somewhere in the reasons of this is sideways. I don't care what happens here. It doesn't really bother me because it is sideways. All right, it's sideways. So in that retrospective, that where we can like, okay, there's nothing here else to do. So, well, I don't do ranges. That's why I don't care about it. Yen pairs coffee says okay. So Luis hasn't decided anything that he wants to look into. Maybe Canadian, but yen pairs. Okay, Aussie yen has already hit target for the month, so it fell. Didn't, sorry. That was just another one. That was maybe Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar. Yep. So it was the weekly last week then. Okay, fine. Okay, so what do we do here then? So another thing to say is this. Okay. What's that? What's that? That's the next month's pivot point. I'm talking about next month. Is that possible? To think about next month now? Yes. I really, that's really why I came here today, because I want you to think about next month. Where do you want price to go next month? Do you want to be high? Do you want to be low? Are you going to buy? Are you going to sell? What kind of pattern do you want to see before you buy? Are you slow? Like, where do you want things to go? I think that's a very interesting and important question you need to ask yourself. And then I might come across as boring or whatever, but I want you to plan for your success. Do I need to explain myself why you should trade plan for August? I can give you an example. Okay. Let's go to daily. Let's go to August 2019. Okay, 19th of August. I'm not going to. Okay, so just 19th of August 2019. I bought. Okay, 2019 August. I bought. That's in this area here. Okay, that's the end of a downtrend. That's the beginning of an uptrend. And when did I take profit? Well, 31st of December. There. Oh, okay. 76. Where did I buy? 71. Oh, no, it's not 71, but 72-ish. Yeah, give or take there. Okay. That's 400 pips in one single trade. What about if you added every single day when it was going up? Only when it was rising. And then stop there. Not because it went down after that and I sold here, but because that was my plan. For somebody for me to tell you to look for something at the 1st of August. What happens 1st of August, you might ask? I want you to do that research. Come back to me before Sunday and tell me what happens on 1st of August. You might be shocked. Okay. I think I'm done with Aussie yen in terms of, okay, where are we? We are here. We have made a double top. We are coming down to support. I think that if we break here, if you don't hold 74.80, 74.50, 75, sorry, 75, this area here, if you don't hold that, I'm not saying we're going to go there. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, can we can we go for a smaller run down there before going back up again? Potentially. And then we can go to weekly. Weekly. Just hurrying up. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, that is buy zone. Is this a price you might want to buy? Yeah, definitely. So this is a good area. So Aussie dollar, is it going to go higher? Let me go for a ride with you, Louise. Let's take a ride. Okay, that's the buy price. Market open. Lairstream says, do you do this every day? I would love to say I love doing this every day, but I don't. I do run sometimes. I haven't run today, so I do run sometimes instead of going live. So every Sunday I'm live. Every Tuesday I'm live. I have video every Saturday, and then I'm live on Sunday again. And then in between there, I try to spice up with more videos. I should come back to every Friday, which I did in the spring. I should go back to that, reviewing the week's trades. Very important. So, no, but every Tuesday, every Saturday, every Sunday, and now today as well. Do you think Aussie dollar is going to go higher? Yes, I think so. I think this is the trade plan. Well, oops. I think, Louise, are you in my group? No, you're not in my group. Okay. So, since you're not in my group, so this is all right. This is a new higher high. This is a pullback. Good. Continue mission. Wait for new high, catch the pullback, new high, catch the pullback, take target at 72.50. The other thing here is why you're a bit cautious at the moment is this here. This hasn't broken out yet. All right. So So it has to break this before we can do anything about that. Because this is like your plan A area. Like that is your plan A. And then this is your plan B now. Fine, good. Nothing else than that. The other thing is euro is overly overextended, but it's still going to continue to be overly extended until it doesn't be overly extended. So if you can see this kind of a price action, compared to that kind of a price action, we have two different game balls. But this one has also moved quite fast, much faster than the euro did, had a more significant pullback, but we're still going higher. So fundamentally, yes. Technically, yeah, still good. Are you in the trade here? Yeah. Are there any correlation that Aussie dollar may affect? So another thing, Louise, that I really want to tell you is, so that's your entry, that's your plan B. The other one was if it continued down here, you would also have this as a plan B. Now that didn't work out, or work out. Yeah, so, and I gave the target of 72.5, 50 pips stop loss, happy profits. Correlation with Aussie. Correlation with Aussie is New Zealand. Correlation with Aussie is also CAD. Because those are commodity pairs. They move on the risk. Risk. The other thing is Aussie has some small with gold maybe. But also take dollar and Aussie together. For example, you have siblings. You know, you both have the same mother and same father potentially. At least given in this situation, you have the same mother, same father. Is the sister the same as your girlfriend? Unless they're twins, they might be different. They might act differently, they might think differently, and they might have totally different music tastes for that matter. So if you date the sister, you might know, if you have a girlfriend in the family, you might not like the sister because she might be different. So with everything with Aussie dollar, Aussie yen, Aussie Swissy, they are in the same family of Aussie because Aussie is one of the components, but it might act differently. And in this case right now, USD is very weak, and it will continue to be weak for the next years until they start doing anything with it. Then until they start increasing interest rates, until they start selling bonds again, then this will rise. Will there be times it falls? Yes. It's not going to continue forever up. But yeah. So correlation, yes, I was very into that earlier in my trading career when I was losing a lot. I stopped. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. Should that matter? What think, Andreas Reeve? What price I think gold will reverse at? That's none of my business. I have no opinion about it and no interest in having an opinion about it because I don't know. It's like planning to fail. I will just fail. I have no clue where it's going. But what I do know, it's going to go up. Yes, it's overbought. Yes, but is it retail traders? Is it smart dummy? Is it smart money buying it, or is it dumb money buying it? You have to ask yourself why. Who buys gold? Why do they buy gold? Then you will look into, it might continue to rise because it isn't people with fragile emotions. This is people who has done thorough research, knows exactly what they're doing, and it might be a central bank, and it might be a government, and it might be head of state, it might be hedge funds manager, pension fund managers, people with 2 to 3 years worth of view on the market. They might hold it for 3 years. You think they're going to take profit today? They might take profit when inflation in America hits 2%. If that's today, if the inflation in America hits today 2%, it can fall. I am fine with that. So yes, you can say it's very overbought, but I'm sorry to tell you, it's a very limiting mindset that you're putting on yourself, straining on yourself. I'm not bashing on you, I'm not being rude with you, but I want you to open your mind asking why does gold rise, who is buying gold, and if you can't answer that, you have to research to find the answer. You might find that later on in life, somebody said that they sold $1 trillion of gold, whatever, bought whatever. But you have to do your research, write it down so you remember it for next time. You want an entry. Yeah, okay. Okay, you want an entry, but you're scared. Should you then be trading gold if you're scared? I don't like scared. 2024, I said 2022. Okay. Inflation? Oh. Have you ever seen something called Consumer Price Index, CPI, core CPI for that matter? Have you ever seen a number called CPI? Consumer Price Index. In any of those economic calendars that you guys should be following every week? Have you? Let me see if I can find it. So who's the first one to find it? I will do it on my phone. I go to FX Street. I go to calendar. I go to, let's say, America. None. Then I would say America. Hi. Save. So let's see. Can't find it in a moment. But yeah, I know CPI. Okay, good. That's where it is. I'll find it for you then. Fixstreet.com. I'm not trying to be rude to you, but it's just in front of in front of you every day. That's all. Advanced. Okay, so high, nothing. America, nothing. Bonds, capital flow, central banks, consumption, economic activity, energy, holidays, politics, interest rates, inflation, housing market. And I said hi, and I said America, okay? And then I also said when. March until today. Apply. Find it here. It's 2%. 1.2%. It's not 2% yet. 1.2%. So yeah, it's not there. So still continue to buy gold. Okay, until next time. I don't know, but yeah, that's what it is about. Yeah, and then month over month was 0.02. Still better than what it was expected, but still okay. So that's how we know it. That's where we know it. That's cool. So for me, yeah, I am ready to continue on that mission. So I would say, okay, let's go to my. Okay, so that didn't happen. Okay, so the weekly didn't work. Daily, how was that going? Neither that did work. All right. Well, I think you just have to let it go until you have a reasonable pullback and a reasonable reason to enter it. But of course, if you now start falling, you're like, okay, cool. So 1930 sounds like a good deal, but would you get it? I don't know. Maybe. Do you go down to 1920? Do you get it? I don't know. Maybe. But that sounds like a good deal to me. Sir, can you please do a video of how CPI affects the market. Oh, okay, I will write that down. Gosh, sometimes I do. Okay, I will write that down. I will be seriously with you guys. Okay, so I will find a post-it note here. Okay, so video idea. How CPI affect market. Proof that I actually wrote it down. Video how CPI affects, that's my handwriting, affects market. Okay, I will try to do that. Is 1900 support? Yeah, 1900 support. I would agree with that. But is it immediate? Well, I'm just saying that it will be higher in 2022 than 1900, which was the price yesterday or something. That's all. Nothing else. Just do that then. You can do that instead. So, but what do you do in a rising market? Let's look at that one then. 21 EMA. Sounds like you're getting to it now. Looks like you're waiting for it. Okay. It's yours to take the shot. I'm not going to say anything that will make you buy, but it's totally up to you. So yeah, something that still goes in the Forex market will go until it doesn't go anymore. Okay, next one. I'm done. All right. I want to be funny today. I want to have energy today. So what can we do today? So Connor was saying something. Bank of India. So where do you get information about inflation? You get it on any economic calendar for every country that is important, as of dollar, as of America, as of Australia, as of euro, as of anything. It's called the CPI, Consumer Price Index. And you would look at core and you look at year over year, or the one that is red. That's the most important one. Okay, cool. US oil was talked about in my chat the other day. And I remember saying somewhere in the essence of, if it closes below here, I don't like it. It did. So please, how can we get your JNV? I don't know what that means. Okay, so how would you trade it? How would I trade it, Andreas? You look at support, 1 hour support, 4 hour support, daily support. You have to have low risk, maybe 1% per trade, and if you don't have that, you shouldn't maybe trade. But the other thing is, have a clear plan, have a clear stop loss, and don't be afraid. Let your stop loss take it, and if you can't, do it on demo. Try on demo, like just try on demo. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but or on paper, just say, okay, I will buy now. Okay, let's see what happens. And then you will like it, say, so maybe sometimes you look at it in loss, and sometimes it's in profit. But overall, you start understanding of how gold moves. But let's say gold is the widowmaker and is maybe not that what it's called, but gold is high risk, people. It's like the I can't call it scammers, but gold is really taking people's money because it's just for long-term investment. It's not really for day trading. Okay, that's my speech. How do we know when the financial institutions put money into gold? Div Patel asked a good question. COT report. The COT report I have been referring to lately says how many gold buyers. Should we go there? So if you say yes to COT, I will go there. If not, I will just leave it. Okay. So for US oil, we are in limbo, I guess. So Who said like they were out? I think it was Wally says he was out of that at break even. It's kind of a range, kind of just making higher lows. And when that happened, I want a new higher high before anything else happens. I think he also agreed on that, his own agreement. So I think he got out, but I don't trade it, so I can't tell you what to do here. But apart from that, yeah. So we have 2 on COT. Okay, let's go to COT. COT report. COT report, commitment of traders report. COT report, commitment of traders report. That was that difficult. Then we have going down, scroll down to Chicago Mercantile Exchange futures only, long format. Okay, let's do that again. Chicago Mercantile Exchange, long format. And then you find the Control F button and you search for gold. Maybe not. So you. Or maybe it's actually posted somewhere else, is it? I have it somewhere always. Or is it not there? If not, I have it in somewhere else, then if not, it's there. It's supposed to be here. Oh, not tell me if I have forgot where it is. I always get it here. Okay. Then we have to go somewhere else. Okay, it wasn't here then. Okay, now I'm out. But there's all the Forex pairs is here. So where can it be then? Is it Board of Trade? Crash. Crap. Okay, so then I would just find it on my own computer. Ta-da! Then last thing. COT report. Here it is. I will figure out where it is then, people. Sorry about that. So here it is. I'll figure out where to find it, by the way, people. Sorry. So, crash. And then I will figure that out. Okay, cool. So here we can see 21st of July. That's when they reported the last positions. And there were 333,000 long contracts. Only long contracts. There was 65,000 short contracts. Short contracts. But here comes the difference. How many more buyers is added every week? How many shorts is added every week is of my importance. And then in the end, you look at the net position. So we are started out at 252 in positive back in April, and we have been going around back down to 208 at around June, and ever since we have just been rising and rising and rising and rising and rising and rising. Okay, so there is more and more and more long contracts. There was also a bit more short contracts. So I would say that this market is heavily long. And how much is it? Like like 75, 60, between 60 and 70% long. That's heavy. So do you think that gold can fall because of this? Yeah, it can fall because this is back in this is back a week ago. But generally speaking, the overall trend is up. Another thing you can look at down here is euro. We have been down to 98% more buyers than sellers. We are up at 125. So that's an increase every week. I would say that's quite significant. It's more buyers, less sellers. More buyers, less sellers, becoming it even more bullish. All right? Did you guys understand that? Well, for me, it's the first time I show you this kind of a thing. But what it shows is the amount of positions the hedge funds and smart money has in contracts in the past. So it's a week late, but it gives you the overall view. Minster Game says gold is doing excellent this year. Yes, and it's going to. It's not done yet. It's just halfway this year. So was this educational? Did you get value from that? Please leave it a like, or please tell me if you liked it, if this was educational for you. This is what I go through every day. So this comes out every Friday after market close. So every Saturday should be available, and I go through it. So every week I have been seeing, okay, there's 31,000 new contracts. There's 20,000 new contracts. So here I was seeing, okay, there's a lot of buyers coming in. And then that's around 30, what was it? That was around 23rd of June. Let's go to gold and 23rd of June. Here. That's when they started massively increasing their gold positions. Let's take those away. Okay. That's when they started. Let's go to another one. Let's get more. So they started increasing their positions here heavily. So that's at around 1750. They should now be around 200 pips in profit. Andreas asks, do you think that euro will be the next safe haven currency? No, I don't think so. They're not robust enough. How old is really euro? 10 years, 20 years? I remember when they went into European Union. I'm not that old. Like, you need robust. Like, to be a safe haven, you need to have a robust and diversified financial situation, financial stability. And I find euro very fragile. 1, UK is going out. 2, it still hasn't recovered from the financial crisis in 2008. How can I say that? They still have negative interest rates. That means they are trying to make the economy go. They're like making people borrow and borrow and borrow more money because they can't get the economy up and running. All right. So no, I'm sorry. Minster says Bitcoin isn't a safe haven either. Well, who told you that? Well, I don't know when I figured that out. I think it was, well, if Bitcoin was a safe haven, it should be falling now. If Bitcoin was a safe haven, it should have been rising. So it's doing the total opposite. It is not a safe haven. It's actually a reflection of a very risky asset, like the Aussie, like the stock market. Yeah, so Stan, I have seen your request. We will do ZAR now. I will do ZAR on the only basis because I would only sell it. ZAR gives you good profits, people, by holding it. Not profits, but it gives you interest to hold it. Your broker every night puts a tiny bit of cash into your account. And in a year, I don't know what it is now, give or take 200 or 300% a year. But the value of the pips is 3 times, so you should always close when it comes back to your entry. But if you can hold it for a couple of years, you get profits. But just holding it now will never close it. And I will only look to sell. And I ask myself, is this a bearish market? Nope. Not really. Euro is strong at the moment. This one isn't as strong, yes. But I don't want this to be up here. I want this to make new lows every day. Doesn't. Alright. I will leave it to it. So I will come back another day. See if what happens then. Alright. Isn't that a good thing? Central currency will be USD for the next 100 years. Dev Paddle? Well, true. By the way, Dev Paddle, thank you for your contributions yesterday. I really appreciate it. Somebody told me I was humble. I'm a humble person. Yes, I am. I take pride in that. I don't think I need to be a scumbag. Sorry. I don't need to be an idiot. I think I can be a good, decent human being. And for those who don't remember, when I was in Kenya back in 2010 on exchange program, I was given soda. And you have seen me drinking soda almost every live. Today's apple juice, by the way. And I was visiting a family, and where the kid thought they were monsters because they've never seen a person with a white skin before. By the way, not Jesus, but then they bought soda and they hadn't had soda for 9 or 10 months when we came. 9 or 10 months, didn't have soda. So when you get $1 every day, or that's what your income is, and a soda costs 45 cents, like 45% of your income that day, that's what you buy. I'm humble. Like, to the dirt, like, through the dirt, that's an amazing story for me to tell. Not only because there are people in this world that is not well off, but also people taking the extreme amounts to please me as a visitor when they don't have much at all. But the kid went running because it was scared. Andreas says, why does big institutions take long positions on euro now and big shorts on US dollar? Should we go through that now? Okay, let's go through that now. All right. Large size of the financial market is between euro and dollar. Euro dollar is the biggest currency because a lot of trade is between euro and dollar. When everything goes well in this world, Euro USD goes up. When you have no other opportunities to buy bonds in America, you take your money back home and put into more risky assets. Indians, Japanese, Australians, whatever. Foreigners. Makes the dollar weak because they take their money home. There is no bonds to be bought because it's 0.5% return if you give the money to the government in America for 10 years, you get less than 1% return. So you take them somewhere else. Large chunk of that goes to Europe. For you to trade your dollar back to Europe, automatically, without you seeing it, somebody has to buy the euro for you to have euro. They then, in return, need to sell the dollar that you have because you don't want it anymore, because you want to take your dollar into euro. You sell dollar, you buy euro. International trade, Forex. Why? Because they need more returns on the investment. They get it elsewhere than in America at the moment. Maybe in the stock market, but yeah, that's another day. You are the best and humble person I've ever met on YouTube Live. Thank you. I totally agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I'm the best. I'll become red. Anyways. Question: is there anyone? I'm sorry, I'm not being racist, but is anyone? I think maybe Stan is of a more darker color. So maybe he's exempted for this asked question. But can you see if a person with a darker color of skin, namely Africans, can you see if they blush? Can you see that they're blushing? I was told you can't. But you can see there in the behavior, they laugh. No, wait, how do they laugh? Yeah, okay. The same thing happens to here. We're still short USDR. And this might be a good point to sell. Weekly, maybe. But no offense, people. And if you're wondering if I have anything wrong, if I have anything against Africans, no, I have many African friends. I have actually many. I know people in Madagascar. I know people in South Africa. I have friends, and I have friends in South Africa, Madagascar, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Tunisia, as well. Like, I'm a very humble person. I go along with anyone. And then, that's that. So if you get me and you give me whatever you have afforded that day for food, I will eat it. It doesn't matter to me. Because as long as you tried your best, that's what you afforded, and that's what you're proud to show me, I will take it. It seems like that was your entry today, people. And that's your profit target. And that's that. The rest is history. You're late now, boys. Connor, you're black. Oh, sorry. Well, I've seen my mother-in-law blush. She just laughs. Not hysterically, but she's just like, anyways, so, yeah. And if you wondered, my wife is Kenyan. That's why I have a lot of Kenyan references, because I've been there a lot. Every year. 2 times a year, maybe. So, sorry. No offense. They're lovely people. And they have nice samosas. Can anyone give me samosas? Like, seriously. Like, harikisha sana. Eh? Please. I pay you. Pound. I saw somebody asking about pound. Okay, where do you think pound is going? I think pound generally isn't as strong as it should be. It's a bit weak. But there is a interest rate coming up next week, is it? So next week there will be a monetary policy meeting in Britain. That's important. That's going to move pound. The question is, what do you think is going to be? Is it going to be positive or negative? That's what you're playing today, now. So for pound, dollar goes up. Pound, New Zealand, sideways. Pound, NOK, sideways. Pound, yen, yeah, kind of up. Pound, CAD goes up. That's a breakout. Pound, Aussie, sideways. So pound is mostly sideways, with a small, simple, come to visit India. Poa Sami. Poa. Visit India. Like, what do you know about India? I know anything about India is, well, sorry. I've heard that flight attendants don't like flying to India and Pakistan. And I've seen it myself. Sorry. Well, sorry guys for talking too much, but when you're flying and you're yourself alone, you know, you only have your carry luggage and your checked-in baggage, that's all. But then if you look at the check-in counter, there is at least 3 people, mostly of the same gender, with lots of suitcases, lots of boxes, and you're wondering, are they paying? Like, am I? Like, actually, my luggage, is that the same? Are they having the same amount of me as me? Because we are both at the same check-in counter, so we should be on the same fares, give or take. We have the same conditions, give or take. Anyways, that's me. So I think pound dollar is going to rise. Pound yen to rise. This one is struggling, by the way. And pound Swissy to rise. The other ones seems to be sideways. Yeah, can we like set up a fund that I even can get shipped a samosa? We just need to tell. Like, what does the samosa cost? 50 shillings? Which is like 50 cents. Dollars in Kenya shillings is 100, so 50 is divided by 100, so you do the math. Anyways, and then yeah, this one was a bit sideways, but generally speaking, so if you are long pound dollar, British pound dollar is the one to go. Okay, could pound Aussie go down? Okay. Let's take a lesson in forcing something and not forcing something. Okay, this is forcing something. This isn't a downward trend. Do you think it's going to fall in a range-bound market? For you to be like, what is going on here? Is it bearish? No, it's not. Can it fall? Yes, it can. Potentially fall, yes. But not in the moment. But like, how can I explain this correctly to you guys? You need to have a very specific mental picture of what you want to see in the charts. If you don't see it, go away. Eat your samosa. Maybe that's a new thing, eat samosa. Like, I love samosa. If I could live, if you give me one dish a year, I would take samosa. I might be fat. Like fat. You know, fat. But I love samosa. I would run instead, just to eat samosa. I would run a day, like 1 hour a day, just to eat samosa. I would be so thrilled. So, what do you want to see here is a downtrend. When does it become a downtrend? When it makes a new lower low, pull back, and support doesn't hold, like here. When when resistance is holding. But this is just resistance here, but you want to be resistance speed to be here. So right now, Sorry, boys. US 30. Okay, I'm going to be more. Okay, so generally for pound, I think pound is going to struggle. But also there is this Brexit thing that is just passed, like long gone thing. Like what happened to Brexit? Is that going to move the dollar, move the pound again? Like I want to be bullish pound, but I feel like there is someone who has done the analysis and really don't trust the pound because it's not rising as much as the euro. Chicken samosa. Yeah, beef samosa, but don't give me chili samosa. Don't give me chili samosa. I will die. And for those who understand the next phrase, fire in the hole. All right, now you understand what I mean. US 30. All right, we did an analysis of that yesterday and said, okay, sideways, and then falling in August, and then sideways. So I think actually it should go down. And then Paddle, where's my address? I think my address is somewhere here. You should be knowing, like, where is it? Google my name, you will find it. I don't know, something. Or it's in my emails, which I sent. Anyways, that's enough for that. But I don't want to give it to everyone. But if you want to, like, it's public information in Norway, so you should find a Norwegian site saying it. But are you in my Discord channel? You can just anyways, US 30 to the ground. And if it doesn't fall here, then you can just take the next pullback on the way up. All right, more serious. We're thinking Aussie dollar going up. We're thinking Euro dollar going up. We are thinking Euro pound going up. We are thinking gold going up. We are thinking pound yen going up. We're thinking New Zealand dollar going up. We're thinking USD CAD going down. Down, 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 down. US oil to go up. Didn't do that today, so this one may be a bummer today. And then yen pairs up. CAD yen. Wow, guys. I haven't checked it lately, but wow. It's still in the range. CAD yen is still in the range. It hasn't moved since 12th of June. Wow. That's a long time without nothing at all. Wow. All right, okay. Enjoy. I'm not going to trade that one. Euro yen going up. New Zealand yen going up. USD yen maybe going down. But apart from that, that's that. Euro strong. USD weak. Yen weak. Swissy weak. Yeah, I think that's that. I assume gold may do something bearish after US elections. Yeah, of course, it's not going to happen forever. It has to make a pullback at some point, but it only matters where. Is it now or is it in 2,000 pips? I think that's a big difference. All right, people. I am glad you came. I don't think I have anything else to say. Anything else to say? Then I love your contributions. I love that. Who's this guy now? Luis joined my members as the first member in the entire history of IvanFX YouTube channel. Much love. Love with samosa. Send me some. See you guys tomorrow. Much love.